Okay, good morning. I mean, good evening, everybody. I had to add a sense of drama to my videos. So every time you see me, as an intro, I gotta be doing something like taking off my jacket or just finish cooking or something. So um, I'll I'm not gonna okay, let's cut to the chase. Forget about all this little matter. I was just reading about the difference between Arabs and Middle East and Muslims because I'm reading the news about um, all the missiles around Israel and in Palestine and Lebanon and stuff or whatever. Like, I don't know. Look at me. I don't know. Right? So I was like, is this fake news? Because it's almost Christmas, right? Is this fake news? But apparently it's real. So what's going on there? It's crazy, right? All right, so I don't know too much about it. I'm business, right? I'm business, but I'll tell you something, okay? Okay, this is what I understand it to be, okay? If somebody says Middle Eastern, it's literally um, it's real. It's kind of like useless if you're thinking of politics. It's only useful for geography. It's kind of like it's kind of like um, um, saying like all Midwesterns, like people in the Midwest, are Democrats, or or all the people in like the Northeast, um, whatever. It's really broad brush. It's so useless, right? And I know during election time they always do that down there. I watch it. Your election, you have the blue states, the red states, and stuff. But it's almost practically useless for those things. It's the same as saying like calling Vietnamese person from Southeast Asia. It's useless because there's like in Southeast Asia, there's Vietnam, there's Malaysia, Indonesia, right? And Burma. See, I don't know anything. So it's useless, right? Other than you know geography or maybe like history, and they say history from a British perspective. But get this, the Middle East goes all the way up to the Balkans, like Serbia. It's crazy, right? So a Middle Eastern can go as low as like Lebanon or India, all the way up to like Serbia. It's crazy, right? Because it has to do with the British Empire. So it's practically useless for what you're looking for. And I know what you're looking for. You're looking for like terrorism. You're looking for like which government runs what, Iran, Syria, Saudi Arabia, Israel. You're looking for that, right? So you can say Middle East nowadays. It's practically useless because back in the day, it means like from like India all the way up to like Serbia. So you use that today. It's like a blonde Serb. It's useless. So so digital is for something else. It's for something else. You know, it's like almost like describing that region, that conflict now in terms of like Byzantine, Hittites, and Assyrians. It's useless. You know what I mean? So it's for something else. Um, Arabs, they're called Arabs because their language and their culture. Um, their language is sort of like, they say, you look at Wikipedia, it's a combination of like Hebrew and Aramaic, right? And then and then and then and then under that umbrella, there's indigenous dialects, kind of like China actually. When you say Chinese, they either speak Cantonese or Mandarin, but then there's like over 1,000 regional dialects in China. So that's kind of like Arabic, right? And then, right? So it's Hebrew and Aramaic. So Hebrew, like Jewish, right? So Arab culture, um, Arab language, um, is like Hebrew and Aramaic, like Jewish. And then under that umbrella, like China, there's all these regional dialects, indigenous dialects, right? And then there's Muslims, right? But get this, I learned the biggest Muslim population is not in that area, like Lebanon, Palestine, Israel, all that stuff. It's not in that area. It's in Indonesia. So what? Yeah, there are more Muslims in Indonesia than anywhere, and than the rest of the world. There's like 200 million Indonesian Muslims. So what's going on there? Because I think in Indonesia, like they have a different form of government. It's pretty stable, and they're all Muslims, like 200 million Muslims. And then the second biggest is maybe in the Midwest, in the United States. Crazy, right? What is going on there then? You know what I mean? Like this is all that we understand about this situation, right? 200 million Muslims in Indonesia, right? And then after that is like American Midwest, right? What is going on in that region? It's politics. So obviously Indonesia does not have like Sharia law. It doesn't have like a Khomeini, right? Ayatollah is a different form of government, and yet it's 200 million Muslims. So what's going on in that region? What's going on in that region is politics. Politics, okay? So the Muslims in America, this country, like democratic representative democracy. What's Indonesia? Maybe parliamentarian republic or parliamentarian, right? And yet 200 million Muslims, right? And then a lot of Muslims here, but it's democracy. Just like there are Catholics in Vietnam, but that is one party socialist. There are Catholics here, it's democracy, right? So what's going on in that region? Pure politics. Okay? Okay. That's all you really need to know.